Hey guys, as promised, this is my brown sugar Shikakai scalp scrub. It's something that I do every couple of months, and I did this about a month and a half ago. What I like about the brown sugar scalp scrub is a really gentle way of exfoliating my scalp. And after I do it, my scalp definitely feels clean. I use a lot of butters and oils, so sometimes, the natural butters are so heavy they can clog the pores a little bit. So for me, I don't think it's, some people don't think it's necessary, but I really do like it, and it's a great feeling. Of course, don't be too harsh or abrasive if you're trying this, and if you have any questions, let me know. Currently, as you see, I'm under the steamer. I'm getting ready for my hair appointment tomorrow. I'm going to straighten my hair, so I'll be back and tell you guys what that whole experience was like and show you some pictures, of course. But here it is. It's my brown sugar Shikakai scalp scrub video. Hope you guys like it. Once you've gathered all your ingredients, you are now ready to begin. I first start with the brown sugar and use 1/3 of a cup. Notice that this recipe is slightly larger than I would normally use, and feel free to cut it in half. I'm using a larger recipe this time around because I hadn't done this process in about 3 months and wanted to be able to repeat it in the shower. Next, we're going to add our neem oil, which is a great oil with many nurturing and medicinal purposes. So, neem is considered to be an antifungal, antiseptic, as well as an antiviral. So it helps with many scalp problems from dryness to dandruff. Added 1.5 tablespoons. The next oil I'm adding is going to be jojoba. Jojoba is a light oil, actually a liquid wax, that is very similar to the natural sebum that comes from our scalp. It's great to apply to the hair and scalp by itself or in other mixes. I added 1/2 teaspoon. I stirred the mix a little bit just to see if I've added enough oil. Once that part is complete, I will then add my essential oils. I first use the peppermint essential oil. I enjoy adding peppermint to a lot of my mixes because it does provide a nice tingly sensation, so you feel like a fresh scalp cleaning. I added 4 drops in this section, but once I got in the shower, decided I wanted a little bit more peppermint, so I added about 7 more drops. I also added tea tree, which, like neem oil, has great antifungal and antibacterial purposes and is great for the scalp. Last but not least, it's time to add our Shikakai powder. This particular powder I purchased from Iron Natural Beauty. Shikakai, if you're not familiar with it, is considered a great cleanser and is often used to cleanse the hair or in cleansing conditioning mixes. The powder is very fine, and notice that I sneezed in this portion because I did get some in my nostrils. I decided to add 3/4 of a teaspoon. You're now ready to mix your mix very well. Once your mix is complete, you'll notice a rich brown color, which the Shikakai aided in the mix. And you are now ready to apply to your scalp and exfoliate. My hair has just been pre-pooed using a mix of aloe vera gel, Shikakai oil, and coconut oil. I separated my twist a little bit more this time, knowing that I would have been doing the exfoliating mix. So I tried to get as much exposed scalp as possible. And I will just go throughout my hair and apply the mix wherever I feel the need. Also note that I apply the mix with the tips of my palm, the tips of my fingers, and I just massage very lightly. Not too rough, it's not necessary. You will notice in some portions of the video that I focus very much on the back of my hair, and that's because I do have a small spot caused by alopecia areata, and I am growing that out at the moment, so I make sure that I exfoliate that just a little bit more to get that clean feeling. If you're wondering how often to do this mix, it's really up to your preferences. I prefer to do it every couple of months, but as you can see this time I waited a little bit longer just because of time constraints. But if you'd like, you can also do it once a month. It also is going to depend on whether you use heavy products on your scalp. I do oil my scalp with natural oils, but I rarely let heavy products get on my scalp in order not to block my pores. Once you're confident you've completed adding the mix to all of the exposed parts of your hair, just massage the scalp lightly. Give it a nice massage. It should be very soothing. Once I've completed this process, my hair is now ready to return under the plastic cap and remain under there for about 30 minutes as I continue with my pre-poo process. Should be all set. If you have extra mix, make sure you repeat it in the shower, or you can use the mix as a nice exfoliating body scrub. Enjoy.